We have some big news coming in at this point in time. BJP corporator Lalita has been suspended. BJP corporator Lalita has been suspended. The corporator from Girinagar, Lalita, was caught stealing from a mall. This came to light just yesterday when Lalita was caught stealing 6 pair of dresses from a mall. And she was arrested by Girinagar cops. And today she has been suspended. BJP corporator Lalita has been suspended from the party. It was just yesterday that Ashok, a shop owner, had filed a complaint at Vidyaranapura police station against HS Lalita, who was accused of stealing 6 dresses. She had taken 8 dresses for trial and returned only 2. Another case of kleptomania coming to light. And finally, BJP corporator Lalita has been suspended from the party. This is the big news that we are tracking at this point in time. BJP corporator Lalita has been suspended. She was caught stealing clothes from a mall. She was accused of stealing 6 clothes from a mall, and the store owner Ashok had filed a complaint at Vidyaranapura police station. And for more on this, I'm joined in by my colleague Nishchita. Nishchita, enlighten us more upon this.
Well, we understand that this particular story had gained attention yesterday after HS Lalita, who was a corporator from Girinagar ward in South Bengaluru, had made people take notice of her after she was caught stealing from Sukhsagar Mall in Gandhinagar yesterday. She had gone there under the pretext of shopping, but then when she tried on the clothes, she wore multiple layers of the shop clothes, close to 6 pieces of chudidar tops to the trial room, and then she made her way out. When she was making her way out, that's when the shopkeepers caught her, and they immediately informed the police officials. They claimed that they informed the police officials because she was a repeated offender, as she had tried to steal the clothes in previous instances as well. But now the employees of the shop had alleged that Lalita was caught red-handed, and she had offered them 10,000 rupees to let her go, but the shopkeeper had denied to withdraw the complaint because she had stolen 3 tops from the same shop a few months ago. And after registering a case against the corporator, she was also produced before the jurisdictional court, and she was remanded to judicial custody. And now, to avoid further embarrassment, the BJP has suspended her. This is the first action that is taken against the corporator. So if the allegations are proven true, she will have to step down from her post, as well as she will have a case registered against her. And this particular woman, corporator, now her family members are trying to claim that she is a kleptomaniac and that it is a psychological condition, but that is not convincing the police officials as yet, who have remanded her, who the court has remanded her to judicial custody, and now the BJP has decided to turn its back against her. Shruti.
Thank you so much, Nishchita, for joining in with all those details. Well, HS Lalita has been suspended. The BJP, to avoid further embarrassment, has suspended HS Lalita from their party. And moving on, if you are out in the night, be extra vigilant. In a shocking incident, a techie was attacked unprovoked and ended up with 14 stitches on his face. What's worse is that cops stood as mute spectators to the vicious attack.
April 18th, 2014. Trip to the shop turns bloody. This is 26-year-old Satvir Kumar Singh. Look at his condition. This techie from Bihar had to undergo 14 stitches on his face. The bruises you see on his face are the result of an unprovoked attack. Satvir, a techie with HCL, was attacked by a group of drunken men for no fault of his. Take a look at the CCTV visuals. It was April 18th at around 9:15 in the night. Satvir stepped out of his PG in Venkat Reddy layout in Kormangala for a smoke. Standing with his friend, Satvir was discussing cricket when a group of people came to the shop. The group had just then emerged from Dolphin Bar and Restaurant located opposite the cigarette shop. The visuals clearly show one man from the group talking to Satvir. He came to Satvir and ordered him to leave immediately. As per Satvir's version, the man first spoke in Kannada and then in Hindi. But since the techie refused to go, it was 10 seconds that spelled doom. The next visuals you see show the man taking the glass jar from the shop and smashing it on Satvir's head. The attack lasted a mere 10 seconds, but the techie is likely to carry the scars for life.
So I was standing there and one person came. So he told me to give me the way to go inside the shop. So at the time I was drinking the water, he told me I want to go inside. So he came out, I came out, but he went inside the shop. So what I did, again I went to that corner of the shop where the entrance was there of the shop. Hardly 5 seconds, he turned towards me, and what he told I didn't remember, but he told something, and after that he dragged me out. He caught my collar and dragged me out. So he dragged me out, I came out, and then what he did, each other friend, he slapped me, and then that person, he hit the bottle over my face.
What's shocking is that the attack was completely unprovoked. Satvir claims that he has never seen the attackers before and there was no provocation either. The victim even claims that his assailants were reeking of alcohol. When the attacker started abusing Satvir, he even tried to move away, but still he was pursued and attacked. In a fit of rage, apparently fueled by alcohol, the man smashed the bottle on his head. Just after the brutal assault, as the techie drifted in and out of consciousness, the men began crowding around him. As if the assault was all part of a plan, the group threatened to kill him. Thankfully, his friend who was with him stepped in and dragged him away from the attackers. The attackers then walked away. Cops remained mute spectators. But the worst was yet to come for the techie from Bihar. Satvir and his friend spotted a Hoysala patrol vehicle in the vicinity and narrated their harrowing experience to them. But to their shock, the cops refused to help him. Even when the assaulters walked past the vehicle, the cops did not question them.
To the end of that road, one van was there, number is at 4658. I can't say that this is the exact number, but what I remember. So, Hosala van, I can say. That was the Hosala van. That driver came out, he saw my face was fully filled with the blood. He saw my face, and then I told sir, he hit me, but he haven't spoke a single word. He haven't made a sound even, hoo-ha, something like that. If you see that person, Hoysala, the driver came out. That person, one person also was sitting beside that driver. He even saw that my face also. He was simply sitting. And at that same time, the person who hit me, they went in front of the van only. But they haven't taken the action. Then we thought it's good to go to the police station because they are not taking the action even though they are there.
Satvir then headed to the police station with his friend where he filed a complaint. Though Kormangala police have filed an FIR, no action has been taken yet. While the techie took a week off from work to recover, the assaulters continue to roam scot-free. While on one hand, cops say that there is a dearth of manpower in their department, on the other, the cops on duty are refusing to do their job. Will the techie get justice, or will the fear of being targeted again force him to leave the city? Vishnu Prasad for News 9, Bengaluru.
Enough has been spoken about misuse or misadventure about social media. A wrong tweet now has taken corporate boardrooms in India's Silicon capital by storm. But realizing the mistake, the Twitterati, who is none other than Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, apologized for the gaffe.
It all started last Saturday. A board meeting of India's second largest IT company, Infosys, was underway. Among those in attendance were Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, the chairman and founder of Biocon, India's largest biotechnology firm. The board meeting was also attended by Rohan Murthy, son of Infosys founder N.R. Narayana Murthy. The Harvard graduate made a presentation to the board of directors. This was not the first time that Rohan, NRN's executive assistant, had made a presentation. In January this year, he had made a presentation about the corporate strategy the IT firm needed to adopt. Board meet on Twitter. And then after Saturday's presentation, apparently all hell broke loose as Biocon's CMD tweeted about it.
At a recent Infi board meeting, I was most impressed by Rohan Murthy's brilliant tech-loaded presentation, which will enormously benefit Infi.
And yes, the tweet got noticed. Close to 1.2 lakh hits to be precise, and that is when some eyebrows were raised. Soon opinion was divided. Wasn't it a mistake for a tweet to be posted about the board meeting? Some experts opined that the tweet did not dwell on the subject of the presentation. But what could have created heartburn is the fact that Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw is not just a board member, but also sits on INFI's appointment committee. This appointment committee, which includes ICICI Bank former head KV Kamath, will vet the selection of the new CEO. The incumbent CEO SD Shivulal has decided to demit office ahead of his retirement due next April. Some Twitter crawlers even went to the extent of reading between the lines, hinting about a change in the company's board. Although Rohan Murthy is the executive assistant, there is no clarity about his future role after NRN's 5-year term comes to an end. Kiran, realizing the faux pas, ensured that she issued a clarification and has since removed the controversial tweet.
I apologize for this inadvertent and improper tweet on Rohan Murthy. I agree it was incorrect to do so.
One hopes that the tweet controversy is now finally over, allowing Infosys to focus on providing software solutions to global customers. A News9 report.
Time and again reported on how greenery in Bengaluru has fallen victim to unlawful citizens who chop trees for selfish reasons. Here is one such story which has put the authorities of Reshma Bhavan in Bengaluru in the line of fire.
There have been cases where government officials have misused their power to make a quick buck. For the construction of yet another building, Reshma Bhavan took permission from the Forest Department to fell 26 trees. Shockingly enough, when we surveyed the land, it was found to be far worse than imagined. 69 trees were found reduced to logs. The number of trees chopped is almost thrice the number for which the Forest Department officials had given permission. Despite the employees strongly opposing this act, the authorities have shown zero concern. The contractor employed by Reshma Bhavan to chop the trees has stated that his labourers only felled 22 trees in the area and claims to be unaware of the remaining 47 trees.
ಟೆಂಡರ್ ಕರೆದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವನೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ 26 ಮರನೂ ಕಡ್ದಿಲ್ಲ 22 ಮರ ಕಡಿದಾನೆ. ಇದನ್ನೇ ಒಂದು ನೆಪ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇವರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಡಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಸುಮಾರು 70-80 ಮರನ ಕಡಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆ 70-80 ಮರದ ಏನೂ ಅಂತಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚನ್ನಬಸವ ಅಂತ ಜೆಡಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಾಲಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅಂತ ಎಒ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡೆಪ್ಟಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಗೀತಾ ಗದ್ದಿಗೆ ಮಠ ಅಂತ ಈ 3 ಜನ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು ಇದನ್ನು ಮಿಸ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಇಲಾಖೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋಟ್ಯಾಂತರ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಮರಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಲಾಖೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಇದೇ ಥರ ಈ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಸಿಟಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಈ ಥರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಹೊರಗಡೆದು ಏನು ಕತೆ.
The total worth of the trees chopped is said to be about 15 lakh rupees, but money remitted to the department is just 1,44,760 rupees. When asked about the difference, the authorities of Reshma Bhavan had no answer. The employees who questioned this have reportedly been transferred to far-off districts. The transferred officials have now taken their employers to court. When our reporter approached the commissioner and director of Reshma Bhavan to hear his side of the story, he flatly refused to comment and did so rudely.
Wait. Don't take any picture. Why are you taking? No. You don't have any appointment. You cannot force me to talk. No. You cannot force me to talk.
Well, the employees of Reshma Bhavan have accused their employers of misusing their power to make money at the cost of the city's green cover. Apart from the rude treatment meted out to our reporter by the commissioner himself, the authorities have no answers to the questions posed by their own employees. What remains to be seen is if the government takes appropriate steps to look into the matter. Amrita Patil, News9, Bengaluru.